Hello, welcome to the United Man. My name is Shane Leonce. This video is based on Joao Felix and why he's been labelled the next Cristiano Ronaldo. Today, just going to be taking you through some of the stats of Joao Felix's first season in comparison to Cristiano Ronaldo's first season and how they compare. Also want to touch on what I believe his best traits are and characteristics and why I actually believe it would be a great signing for Manchester United. Before we get into it, guys, if you're new to the channel, if you want to subscribe, and don't forget to comment and like and share. Okay, let's go. 26 appearances Joao Felix made this season. Within those appearances, I believe he has scored 15 goals and 9 assists. That's nearly a goal and or an assist in each game he's played this season, in which is his full debut season. Now, just as a direct comparison to Cristiano Ronaldo's season, Ronaldo actually played one less game with 25, scored a significant amount of goals less than Joao Felix with just 3 goals, and well, he assisted on 5 occasions, which is obviously fairly good for an 18-year-old. Just wanted to make the comparison with Joao Felix, how he has the air and glide about him, almost like Kaká did. So he's very graceful on the ball. He seems to, like I say, he's not one of those that does 100 million step overs and then looks to go past the man. He'll more drop a shoulder, play a 1-2, intricate passing around the edge of the area. I believe he actually ended up with the most chances created in this Portuguese league last season as well. As I say, he finished with 9 assists though. Just wanted to read out direct statement coming from the Benfica president that was released today. When he was asked in relation to if Joao Felix were to be sold, how much would you sell him for? The president's reply was to sell for the release clause. That is what we intend to do. As it is now, with respect to any of our starters, what we attempt is for the release clause to be met. Now, he goes on to mention that they don't want to sell Joao Felix. They actually want to compete for trophies on the European stage, which is great. But however, he then sort of goes on further and then says further down the line, 100 million euros is a lot of money. So, which it is. But watch your space, I suppose, in regards to how that develops within regards to Man United signing him. But we do know Benfica is a selling club historically, and they need to sell to keep their club afloat. In terms of his contract, he's actually contracted till 2023, I believe. So that would mean obviously they could sit on a deal unless his release clause is met. Now, just touching on some of his abilities in terms of on the pitch. Now, Joao Felix seems to prefer to be behind the front man as a link man. He sits in the hole in front of the opposition's defence, but behind their midfield. So he operates sort of going left to right and linking up with the front man and the midfielders behind him. And he seems to be very effective. Likes to make a diagonal run. I've seen from a lot of his highlights coming from the left side, knocking in the ball to the front man, doing a 1-2, going across and taking a shot straight away. But likewise, he likes to make a lot of intricate passes. If the play's up against the opposition defence, and he's got a lot of his teammates around him, he likes to do the intricate passes, what I call the pretty football, what Ruud Gullit called sexy football. So we haven't had a player like that since, I believe, Paul Scholes, really. I believe with, for example, the players that we have with the squad already, Angel Gomez is probably the closest player we have to that, with natural technical ability and movement and an eye for a pass. He's actually quicker as well than I suppose people realise, because he's got a good first step which catches defenders off balance and also gives him a yard of space for either a cross or a shot. I like to call him a proper number 10, where, for example, where Wayne Rooney used to play, and you know, he was a great link man, but a devastating goal threat as well, but always looked to drift back into that space, that little pocket of space, create and score, and you know, it just a basic nuisance and a nightmare to try and pick up for defenders. Also 2-footed as well. You see him scoring in some of his highlights with both feet, which is a godsend, and obviously a rarity for someone so young as well. But obviously being European based, a lot of the European players end up, for some reason, more so than our players, being coached at a younger level to use both feet to a high degree. What I'd like to see is if we were to bring in Joao Felix or someone of that type of player, we surround them with like-minded players and like players with this similar ability, a la Paul Pogba, Angel Gomez, those kind of guys. Now, I've actually seen, well, you guys probably would have seen as well throughout the season, there were times where we were playing lovely football with Pogba, Rashford, Lingard, linking up well, playing little triangles, passing and moving, and another one overlapping, and the ball ending up with him and then getting a shot off. Now, that's the kind of football that unlocks defences, and that's the kind of that's the type of football that Joao Felix loves to play. Those are kind of intelligent players with high IQ that I believe Man United should be trying to acquire this summer, and I believe Solskjaer, that's what he's trying to do. So let's see if he can bring those types of players in. But traditionally, we move slow on transfers, so we just want to get stuff over the line. Now, obviously, the English transfer window is open. We've seen the likes of Borussia Dortmund pick up Julian Brand and Torgan Hazard in the last couple of days. So we want to get business done quickly. So anyway, guys, that was just the brief profiling video on Joao Felix. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Like, share and subscribe. Take care, guys. God bless.